found you.
Finally.
Are you ready for some adrenaline-pumping action? Do you want to experience the thrill of fighting demons, Nazis, gods, and zombies? Do you want to explore the worlds of fantasy, sci-fi, and horror? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then you are in the right place. Welcome to my channel, where I will show you the top 10 action games that you must play in 2023. These games are for the true fans of action, adventure, and excitement. From hack and slash to first-person shooter, from stealth to platformer, from RPG to roguelike, these games have it all. So buckle up, grab your controller, and let's dive into the action.
How incredibly disappointing.
Devil May Cry 5 is a game that will make you cry tears of joy as you slice, shoot, and smash demons with style. You can play as 3 different characters, each with their own unique abilities and personalities. The combat is fast, fluid, and flashy, with a lot of depth and variety. The graphics are stunning, the music is rocking, and the story is fun and satisfying. Devil May Cry 5 is a game that will make you feel like a badass, and you will love every minute of it. Doom Eternal is a game that makes you feel like a badass demon slayer, but also a smart one. You have to use your weapons, abilities, and environment to survive the relentless onslaught of Hellspawn. The game is fast, furious, and fun, with stunning graphics and sound. It's not for the faint of heart though. Doom Eternal will test your skills, patience, and sanity as you face some of the most challenging and creative enemies in the genre. If you love intense, adrenaline-pumping action, Doom Eternal is the game for you.
Sheer death! Bailiff!
Wolfenstein II: The New Colossus is a great game that adds emotional depth to a bloody uprising against high-tech Nazis, with charming heroes and bone-crunching villains. The story, set in an absurd sci-fi version of 1961, works very well despite shifting tones scene by scene. The characters are well written and voiced. If you like shooting, stabbing, punching, and blowing up Nazis, this is the game for you.
Atreus, where are you?
God of War Ragnarök is the sequel to one of the best games ever made, and it does not disappoint. Along with your son Atreus, you must stop the end of the world, fight giant monsters, and deal with family drama. The combat is brutal and satisfying, with plenty of weapons, skills, and enemies to keep you on your toes. The story is epic and emotional, with superb voice acting and memorable characters.
I've been waiting for this. You're not from here.
Jesse!
Jesus!
Watch out!
Move it! She's empty! Don't let them get away! Hang on!
Go!
The Last of Us Part 2 is a game that will make you laugh, cry, and scream in equal measure. It is a masterpiece of storytelling, gameplay, and graphics that will keep you hooked for hours. You will follow Ellie and Abby, 2 women on opposite sides of a brutal conflict, as they fight for survival and revenge in a post-apocalyptic world. You will face zombies, cultists, and your own conscience as you make choices that will shape the fate of the characters and the world. The Last of Us Part 2 is not a game for the faint of heart, but it is a game that you will never forget.
Upon my name as Godfrey, the first Elden Lord.
Elden Ring is the latest game from Software, the creators of Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and Sekiro. It's an open-world action RPG set in a vast, sad world of big trees, beasts, and magic. If you like dying a lot, exploring a lot, and fighting a lot, then you'll love Elden Ring. It's a game that will challenge you, frustrate you, and reward you in equal measure. You'll face some of the toughest boss encounters From Software has ever conceived, and you'll need to master the combat system, the stealth mechanics, and the horse riding skills to survive.
I've been waiting, hero boy.
Resident Evil 4 Remake is a stunning remake of the classic 2005 action horror game that improves on almost everything: the graphics, the gameplay, the story, and the voice acting. You play as Leon Kennedy, a special agent sent to rescue the president's daughter from a cult of Spanish zombies. Along the way, you'll face hordes of enemies, puzzles, bosses, and even a giant lake monster. It's a game that will keep you on the edge of your seat and make you want to play it again and again.
Your whip's not been all that persuasive in the past.
Maybe persistence will pay off for both of us. Come then.
Hades is a game that makes you feel like a god literally. You play as Zagreus, the son of Hades, who is trying to escape from the underworld and reach Mount Olympus. Along the way, you will encounter various enemies, traps, and bosses, as well as friendly gods and characters who will aid you with their gifts and dialogues. The game is a blast to play, with fast-paced combat, fluid controls, and a variety of weapons and abilities to choose from. You can customize your build and playstyle to suit your preferences and challenge yourself with different difficulty options.
You made a mistake coming here. I surrender!
Metro Exodus is a game that takes you on a thrilling journey across post-apocalyptic Russia, where you'll encounter mutants, bandits, and giant sea slugs. It's a game that combines the best of the Metro series, stealth, shooting, and survival, with a gorgeous and dynamic world that changes with the seasons. Whether you're exploring the open levels of the Volga and the Caspian, or following the linear path of the Taiga and the winter, you'll never get bored of the variety and the challenge that Metro Exodus offers. It's a game that tells a powerful and human story, with a cast of characters that you'll grow to love and care for.
You were not invited to Kane's party, and that's why you're dead. Well, another runaway hero with an SRS Vanguard class Titan. Woo! Now we're talking. Bring a knife to a knife fight.
Titanfall 2 is a game that will make you feel like a badass. You can run on walls, slide on the ground, and jump into a giant robot that can shoot rockets, lasers, and fire. You can also punch other robots in the face or rip out their batteries and use them as grenades. The single-player campaign is full of surprises and creative levels, like one where you can switch between two timelines, or another where you have to platform on moving platforms. It's a game that has something for everyone, whether you like stealth, action, or strategy. Titanfall 2 is one of the most creative games of recent years, and you should definitely play it.
Personnel and research teams proceed directly to the nearest emergency shelter access point due to a minor security breach.